my gosh, it's working. Oh my gosh, how do we have signal here? This is insane. I hope you guys can hear me. Zach Life beat depression. It's day 844, and we are back for more with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, we are coming at you live from Dinosaur Ridge in Colorado, Dinosaur Ridge, Colorado, in front of 100 million year old footprints, fossilized dinosaur tracks, actual dinosaur tracks. Hadrosaurs are the specific tracks, and I'm coming at you without most of my equipment. All I have today is a bottle of water, and that's all we're going to need for today's session. It is a low intensity active recovery session. Shout out to Speedy Vic, appreciate you, brother. Guess where we are, man? Those are dinosaur tracks behind me. 100 million year old dinosaur tracks. Can you believe this? I'm making like my childhood dreams come true out here. It's phenomenal. Man, let me get myself together. It is a low intensity class. It's Water Flow Wednesday, so we're going to tune into those somatic healing tools to give ourselves a break from stress, anxiety, frustration, and depression, and show you guys how you can take control over your automatic nervous system. Before we do that, let's tune into that first mental health tool we always practice, the daily tool of gratitude. The more you use it, the more powerful it can become in your life, helping you find those silver linings, especially when you're going through tough times or dealing with blue periods. Today, my gratitude going out to Dinosaur Ridge in Colorado for preserving these 100 million year old dinosaur tracks out here for free for the public. So if you're out in the Colorado Springs or Denver, Colorado area, get on out to Dinosaur Ridge. It is worth the trip. It's an amazing hike to the top, incredible views from the top. I was up there, and I'll probably be back here for the next couple of days. We'll bring you a couple more shows from the top of the mountain, because somehow, magically, the universe has allowed us to have 5G coverage and get together for somatic healing sessions. So, gratitude section. Gratitude to Colorado Springs. Gratitude to Dinosaur Ridge. Gratitude to everybody for supporting the cause. And just gratitude for being alive so that I can experience these things. Man, I've overwhelmed several times going up this mountain, and I hope I don't get overwhelmed on this show. But let's get back into it. That's my gratitude tool for today. Go ahead and think about your gratitude tool, something you're grateful for. Studies have shown that even simply asking yourself the question, what am I grateful for, can help have a positive impact on the brain. So go ahead and think about a couple things that'll help put you in a positive mindset. Second mental health tool, which I don't have my list with me, is that progress tracking tool, keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself and crush your daily accomplishable goal. Today is day 844 for me, the Sack Man, 844 days of consecutive training. Let me know how many days it's been for you. The more you keep track of that number, the more proof you will have of your strength and your endurance. And it's factual proof that you've overcome the debilitation associated with depression. So make sure you are keeping track of your progress. And a way to make that tool even more effective is to share it with others, because that's one of the ways that we can be the change that we want to see in the world. We can inspire others to make progress with our progress. And we can share those mental health tools that work for us and hopefully empower others with tools that work for them, improving their lives and also improving our environment. So go ahead and keep track of your progress tool. If you got a number, share it with us. You're helping inspire others, helping inspire me to keep going out here as well. Checking in on the comments from Shawnee Boy. Oh, Speedy Vic says epic. Heck yeah, it is. Said, hey brother, be safe. This is rattlesnake territory, so I am on the lookout, being super safe out here. Shout out to Mad with Hats for being here. He says, grateful for another day, cold as it is. Woo! Bong bong. That's what it's all about. Bong bong. Shout out to Lisa the Luminary, to Speedovic, to Shawnee Boy, to T Poochie, to Becky Hunter, and to Mad with Hats. Thank you guys all for supporting the cause. Appreciate you. And checking in on those who shared their number. 192 days of proof of progress, proof of mental resiliency, proof that you are stronger than the debilitating effects of depression from Mad with Hats, and 544 days for Lisa the Luminary of consecutive progress. Thank you both for sharing your number and for being inspirations out here to all of us. And that being said, let's get into the rest of the lesson. I think I have to hurry up because as the sun goes down, they start kicking people out of here. So we talked about gratitude. We talked about progress tracking tool. Next, we're going to talk about the lessons, a low-intensity session today. We're going to go through some basic movements. We're going to focus on flow. We're going to focus on that breath work tool of diaphragmatic breathing to calm the nervous system. It's a very powerful tool, works for a lot of people to slow the heart rate, calm that nervous energy, and get your automatic nervous system under control. So we're going to try that tool. First, we're doing no timer today. So we're going to tune into our bodies. We're going to see how we feel and try and feel out how much we need. I'm going to try and do it for me. You try and do it for you, and feel out how much practice of this tool you need to calm that nervous system and relax your body. Mainly because I couldn't bring all my equipment up here and I ran out of time to get down to the bottom of the mountain. So we're going to do this based on how we feel. Shout out as well to Southpaw Cuts. Thank you so much for your support. And to Slayer Ken for sharing your days of 452 days of progress. All right, let's talk about the breath work tool. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. We're going to breathe deep through the nose, fill in the belly with air. Then we're going to long and slow exhale out the mouth, releasing all of that air through pursed lips. And that's going to exercise that diaphragmatic breathing muscle and calm the nervous system. So before you practice it, check in on how you feel right now. How are you feeling right now? Where's your energy level? Where's your anxiousness level? Where are your thoughts? Where's your heart rate? Is it accelerated? Are you dealing with stress at the moment? Check in on yourself. And now I want you to practice this breathwork tool. We'll go a couple rounds and then tune into your body again and see how you feel after just a couple of short breaths. So we're going to take this long, slow, deep breath through the nose, fill in the belly. Keeping the chest flat, hold on to that breath. And then long and slow exhale through pursed lips. Remember, put a little resistance in the lips. That'll further exercise the diaphragmatic breathing muscle and calm the nervous system. One more time, nice and deep through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. One more time. Breathe nice and slow, deep to the belly. Make sure that chest stays flat. Hold on to that breath. Now long and slow exhale through pursed lips. We want to make that exhale twice as long as the inhale, and you might already be feeling those calming effects. We're going to take it to the next level and link it with martial arts movements to get movement therapy in there as well. And we're going to practice some slow jab and cross, some uppercuts, flow through a little bit of elbow work, and I'm going to put a mobility drill in there as well, just to make this class even more beneficial today, since we don't have the timer to work with for that regulated session. So let's pop up into our Muay Thai position. We're going to continue on with that breathwork tool. Make sure you're checking in on you and seeing how you're doing. And starting with that deep breath again from a standing position, breathe deep through the nose to the belly. Hold on to that breath. Make sure that exhale is twice as long as the inhale. And let it all out. Go ahead and check in on yourself right now and see how you're doing just that breathwork tool. And now we're going to link it in with movement and martial arts practice. So we're going to assume our Muay Thai position, and on that deep breath into the belly, we're going to assume that defensive stance. On that long exhale forwards, we're going to exhale as we turn into our striking pattern. So it's going to start with just a jab and cross. Keep things simple, pretty straightforwards, and then we'll move into a couple of different martial arts striking patterns so that we can get a lot of different benefits going at the same time. So go ahead and first breathe in to that centered, squared, balanced Muay Thai position. Remember, those basic training is available on our IGTV page and on the website. Stance guides there for you guys every day, just to keep you fully prepared for these sessions. So deep breath into the belly, assuming defensive stance. You want to visualize your opponent there so you have a surface in the mind to strike. As you hold that breath in defensive stance, we're going to slowly exhale and step forwards, turning into the jab. Twisting through the hips and shoulders, keeping the defense high on the opposite side. We're exhaling forwards into that striking pattern, stepping into the jab. Fully exhale there in striking position, and then deep inhale back through the nose to the belly as you return to defensive stance. Nice and slow. Squared defensive stance, squaring the hips and shoulders with your visualized opponent. Long and slow exhale forwards into the jab. Stepping forwards into that striking pattern. Turning the fist over. Staying nice and balanced, head on the center line. Keep the defense high on the opposite side. And fully exhale there in that striking position. Deep inhale back through the nose, back to defensive stance. Squaring up those hips and shoulders with your opponent. Keep it nice and balanced. Long and slow exhale forwards through the jab. Again, finish that breath there in striking pattern. Deep inhale back to the belly as you return to defensive stance. And let's return to a neutral position and return to that breathwork tool. Battery's running low. We're going to see how far we can go today. Let's return to that breathwork tool. Deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it. Long, slow exhale out the mouth. Shake out the arms if you're feeling that lactic acid build up. I'm going to drop my brightness and hopefully conserve some battery life out here. Might not be able to see you, but I'm still here. I think you can still see me. All right, let's return to that breathwork tool one more time. Deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale through pursed lips. Now we're going to move into the jab and cross together. 2 strikes, 1 long exhale. So nice and slow, exhale through both of those striking patterns, and then finish the breath in strike position. Return back to defense with the inhale. Nice and slow. Deep breath in to start to the belly in defensive stance. Long and slow exhale through both jab and cross this time. Fully extending, rotating those hips and shoulders, but keeping the head centered and balanced. Make sure you're pivoting on that rear foot for the cross and fully exhaling in striking position. Deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Long and slow exhale forward through jab cross. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Remember, visualize that opponent and make contact with the large 2 knuckles. Turning the fist over, keeping the wrist nice and straight, squeezing that fist at the point of impact. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Holding the breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. And deep inhale back. Return to the breath. Shake out the arms and legs. Let's tap into that tool again. Make sure we're calming the nervous system. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. All right, because we're low on time and battery and all the other things that are necessary, we're going to move into a mobility drill here, linking that with breath as well. It's going to help open up the hips, make those kick checks really fluid, make roundhouses much easier, and we'll be able to link it in with that breathwork tool as well. So what I want you to do is check those kicks. We're going to bring the knee straight up in front of us, turn it out to the side, and then slowly lower it down, all on the exhale. So the inhale, we're going to be in our defensive stance, and then on the exhale, we're going to bring that knee up and place it down. Placing it down to the side just like this, just keeping that upper body in defensive stance. We're going to take a deep breath in here and pause. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the knee back up. Same way it came. Turn it in. Step it back down into your balanced stance. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. First, return to that breath. Deep breath in defensive stance. And on the exhale, bring the rear knee up. Straight up. And straight down. You can use long guard here for extra balance. Leave the foot there. Deep inhale back to the belly. And long exhale, bring the knee back up. Tracing that same pattern. And then slide yourself back into defensive Muay Thai stance. One more time, and then we're going to finish it up with just that breathwork tool. Starting back on the lead leg, deep breath in defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly, long and slow, bring that knee up. Nice and slow, exhale all the way through. Deep inhale back to the belly, hold that position. Long exhale back up. retracing that pattern and stepping back into your defensive stance. If you need to shake out the arms and legs, do it. If you're feeling that burn, make sure we're keeping it low intensity. And then we're going to return to that breath, finish up on the rear leg. I'll leave you with that breathwork tool, and we'll close things off before everything falls apart. All right, deep breath in defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale through that rear leg mobility movement. Finish the breath there. Deep inhale to the belly. And long exhale as you retrace. Stepping back into your balanced stance. And that's it. You can continue that pattern on for as long as you need to give yourself that calming break. And again, it's a great mobility drill to open up the hips for Muay Thai and martial arts, make those kicks real easy, make those checks real easy. Right now, we're going to just finish off nice and slow, make sure that intensity is low, and return to that breath work tool. One hand over the chest, one over the belly. Deep and slow breath in through the nose to the belly. You can get into a seated, comfortable position if you'd like. Let's return to that power of that breathwork tool. Deep breath in. Close your eyes and visualize it to take it to the next level. Long exhale out, pursed lips. A few more times, deep and slow through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Exhale twice as long. Two more rounds of that deep diaphragmatic breath. Remember, chest stays flat the whole time. Long and slow exhale. Close the eyes and visualize to make it more effective. One more round. Deep breath in. Hold it in the belly. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And that's the end of our Water Flow Wednesday Active Recovery. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you're finding tools that benefit you. I know I'm feeling the calming effects of this stuff out here, and it's freaking amazing. Get out there, explore nature, combine as many therapies as you can, and give yourself a super effective routine to fight forwards towards better mental health. Until next time, I'll catch you same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out.